All right, this is a video on remotivating yourself to get in touch with your purpose. So some of the people that have no idea what they want to do, quite a lot have sort of some idea. They're like, well, it's something in coaching or yoga or something like that. And some people really know what they've done for a long while, but they've kind of lost it. They've got a bit cynical or a bit tired. And after 9 years running a training company and 20 years doing Aikido and other mindfulness practices, I can get this. I can really get this. I have days where I go, why am I doing this? What's the point? And I've lost track of it somehow. One of the beautiful things about the yellow belt exercise on purpose, black belt, if you're part of that course, is re-motivating yourself, re-getting in touch with things again. It's like looking at what was the reason I started this? It's really easy to get caught by the money or the success or the kudos or whatever the kind of goodies we're getting is and going, why did I do this in the first place? One thing I think is very useful for that is doing a free job, doing a job like for a charity or whatever, where you just do it for the love. That's really helpful for getting in touch with that again. Another one is like looking for the bright spots. We have this other video on that, which is like, okay, what's my specific thing? Maybe I've gone off track a little bit. Maybe, yeah, I'm a teacher, but maybe, I'm an embodiment teacher, but I had this feeling after doing a few years of corporate work. I was like, well, I'd proven my point about corporate embodiment, but I really started to want to work more with coaches and yoga teachers. I wanted to move more in that direction, so I did, and it's a constant adjustment. Then I thought, oh, the attraction stuff's interesting, so I started moving in that direction. So even if we found a sense of purpose, we need to keep tuning in, keep course adjusting, and sometimes re-inspire ourselves. One thing that really helps me is connecting to the results that clients get. So I'm refilming Purpose Black Belt videos at the moment, and last night I looked at here's all the feedback and some really good feedback from last year, and it's like cool, and that re-inspired me to get up on it's the shortest day of the year today, and I'm in Moscow, and it's right at the end of a really long hard year. The cameraman's smiling, and I'm sort of like, oh, I can't be bothered, And then I read that. I was having my coffee in the morning, in the dark. And I read that, and I was like, okay, all right, okay, I'll get, we'll get out of the house, There's that motivation of seeing how you help people, telling people those stories as well. I find motivating. And, sometimes it's just our health that's suffered. Sometimes it's we need to go back to communities of support. Like when I was doing a lot of corporate embodiment work, I was getting a bit drained, not because of the work. I like the clients, actually, and I like the work, but it was the environments I was in. I didn't like the offices with the strip lights, the corporate hotels, and I was away from my communities. I was away from Aikido, I was away from meditation retreats, I was away from festivals, and I realized it's really important that I kind of fuel myself with those things, as well as like doing the job that may be draining, not for the job's sake, but because of the stuff that goes around the job. Yeah. So in terms of reconnecting with passion, taking a break, that's another good one. Like I know yoga teachers that done yoga for 20 years, and it's like they just need a month off. Like don't do any fucking yoga for a month, okay? Stop your practice until you really want to practice. Stop teaching until you really, I'm about to take a few weeks off for Christmas and New Year's, and it's like, I just need a break, It's not like I don't love what I do. So that's another nice way to sort of reconnect to the heart of it. Teaching others is another great way, because in teaching them, you develop your knowledge and you kind of take it to the next level. Sometimes for me, it's like you've stopped learning. If I do the same course too many times, like I have like a one-day corporate stress workshop or a one-day trainers and coaches embodiment workshop, and it's like if I just keep churning out that same course or the same vinyasa flow class or the same coaching session, whatever it is, it's like it gets boring, and I've stopped learning, and even though I'm on purpose, I've lost my edge. Yeah. So connecting to the people, connecting to the value, taking a break, looking at health, rejuvenating ourselves, keeping learning, keeping it fresh. I'm always doing things from a new angle. I relaunched Purpose Black Belt this year. And Catherine, the manager, and Jake, the tech people, they're brilliant people to work with. They both said, why are you changing it? I said, well, because trainers and coaches is a good niche, and I want to work with this new niche. I think it'll be good for business. But also, I wanted to keep alive with it. I wanted to keep developing it. I never want to get to that point where I'm just, clocking in and churning out the same old things. So, there's some of my tips for reconnecting with that sense of why we do something. I'm sure there's more that I'm missing, but I hope that helps.